Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Sorry for the pause at the start there. I wasn't sure if OBS was going to start recording. Sansari here with a new game picked by Silly. This game is called Hoshigami Ruining Blue Earth. It is a strategy RPG. Now, I am not really the biggest fan of strategy RPGs, not because I think they're bad or anything. I tend to go into them really interested in their story, and then I get bored halfway through because of the style of game it is. For what most of them do, I do think they're fun and I do enjoy them, but it is what it is. Anyway, we are currently gonna watch this video, I guess. In the Age of Legends, the people of Ixia and the elemental spirits lived together, holding respect for one another. Some humans were able to listen to the spirits' voices and communicate with them. They were known as the Hoshigami. But peace was brought to a sudden end by a man with the ability to combine the power of the spirits. His name was Villa, one of the Hoshigami. Villa created the formidable Marselva and stored the power of countless spirits in them. With this power, capable of destroying the entire continent, he laid the kingdom of Ixia to waste, and proclaimed himself the supreme ruler of the continent. The spirits went into hiding in fear of being captured by Villa, their trust in humans completely lost. The great elemental spirit Elvia grieved over what had taken place. Sorry, my brain just fucking blew up. However, she fell in love with Sarnis, the last remaining Ixian. She granted him power and promised that the spirits will continue to sustain the continent. Sarnis and the 6 Hoshigami defeated Villa and sealed the Marselva. He restored Ixia and became a king of the reborn country. The war came to an end and peace returned to the land, but the relationship between human and the spirits remained lost. This is a story of long ago. It all began with a stone, so the legend says. Alright, so this is Hoshigami Ruining Blue Earth. Game is going to be really grindy. I've spent around 10 hours over the past few days fucking around with it, trying to figure out its systems. So I have a save file that's at the beginning, just not ground up. So we're going to be swapping to that once I get out of here. Just because I don't think you guys want to sit there for the next 4 hours watching me grind in a game that is going to be very grindy already. Alright guys, it's Sansari, let's end it. So, for my peace of mind, and hopefully your peace of mind, I've got a little bit of a head start on the beginning now. The gameplay... Hold on. My apologies, guys. I'm just letting Silly know that his game has been picked. I forgot to message him. But yeah, so for your peace of mind and my peace of mind, we're going to be playing with another save file. 3,000 years after the pact between the elemental spirits and the humans, the ancient spirit will return and engulf the earth in a great calamity. Behold, he who bears my blood and that of Sarnis will rise from Caecilius. Together with the 6 Hoshigami, he will vanish the spirit and restore peace to the earth. The continent of Mardius. The land that was formerly Ixia had divided into 3 countries. Nightweld, the kingdom in direct descent from Ixia. Gerald, characterized by its geographic diversity. And the Valamian Empire. The Valamian Empire. Neo-Ixian year 3030. Opposed by Fernandez, the Valamian Empire made an unexpected attack on Goro, taking Fort Yugo in 3 days. The Valamian army advanced on Nightweld and crushed their oppositions. Having no other choice, Nightweld signed a peace treaty accepting the captured territory as Valamians. Wow, what? In recognition of his achievements, Fernandez was appointed as premier of the Valamian Empire. People were awed by the devastating effect of coin fames had as instruments of war. Heavy taxes and forced labor were placed on people who lived in Valamian towns. Riots broke out as a result, but people were suppressed as the Valamian mercenaries emerged in Nightweld. As if spurred by the underground anti-Valame movement, they spread to other parts of the continent in no time. Thank you, Silly, for the resub and the good luck wishes. Valame breaks the peace treaty and resumes their invasion on Nightweld. Oh, of course they did. A new legend is born. I can't eat the bean right now because I don't want to risk my tooth. The youth of Nightweld becomes involved. House, capital of Nightweld. This game has some graphical issues and a little bit of a loading problem, but it is the PS1 era, so... Hey! Flamery! This Rupearl guy. He's gotta be that Rupearl, right? I think so. An invitation to the castle could only mean that it's from Rupearl, leader of the Order of Donante, the Royal Guards of Nightweld. You have any idea why he wants to see us? I mean, we're just mercenaries. He actually went through the trouble of sending a messenger to get us. Beats me. But it is true that there are mercenaries that would do anything for a price, and this kingdom isn't too happy with them. Isn't that the point of being a mercenary? I also heard that the Valamian Empire is preparing to invade Nightweld. Either way, I don't think this is a social visit. Oh well, I guess we'll find out when we see him. Yeah. Also, I'm assuming he accounted for this, but why didn't the two kingdoms just pincer attack Valamian and be like, fuck off? How you doing, silly? Is this the game that you remember? Or am I currently playing a game that you don't remember at all? Welcome. I am Rupearl, leader of the Order of Donante. I'm Sasori. So, can you tell us why you invited us? I've heard much about you two mercenaries. A little young, perhaps, but well accomplished nonetheless. Especially you, Lemre. A long-haired mercenary that came to Nightweld a few years ago. He wields a spear and carries out his tasks with no mercy. There were several occasions where you made a fool out of the Order of Donante. I don't like people talking about my past. Let's go, Sasori. We're done here. Let's see what he has to say. Thank you. Let me get straight to the point. I'm in need of your services. We received information that Valame broke the peace treaty and initiated their advance on Nightweld. Their target? The ancient city of Lardelu. Our army has not fully recovered from the past war against Valame. That is why we have to send the majority of our troops, including the Order of Donante, to Lardelu. But there is a problem. They are also sending a detachment to the Tower of Wind, located in northern Nightweld. Considering the difference in military strength between Nightweld and Valame, we cannot afford to split our forces in two. Fortunately, it is reported that the size of the detachment is small. What we would like you to do is lead a squad in reserve to defend the Tower of Wind. This is a personal request from His Majesty, I might add. I can't say no to the king. Getting involved in a war isn't my idea of fun, but the request comes from the king himself. If the detachment moves south from the Tower of Wind, my hometown, Dizol, will be in danger. Alright, we'll head for the Tower of Wind immediately. We will be relying on you. Don't worry, leave it to me. Here's 10,000 gold as war fund. In addition, I will provide some equipment, coins, and items to prepare yourself for battle. I'm also placing 8 mercenaries under your command. If you think their levels are not adequate, train them at the Tower of Trial. Entering the tower follows the same procedure as entering a town. When you are in the area in the world map where the tower is located, press the triangle button to access the menu to select the tower command. That is all. I wish you luck. It was a long time ago, though, before I was born. Okay. I understand. The soul. Hey, Limerick. That's right. Are you really gonna fight in a war? Yeah. Don't die, okay? What are you saying? Of course I'm not gonna die. Really? Yeah, I'll come back for sure. Then Sasori, when you come back, What was that? Nothing. Anyway, promise me that when that you'll come see me when you're done. I'll be waiting for you, right here, no matter what, okay? Alright, I promise. You have to keep your promise. I'll be mad if you don't. What's up, silly? I came back, huh? Outskirts of Aus. Yeah, that's fight work, though. Let's take a break, Sess, right? Oof. I'm still no match for you, Limray. Have more confidence. You've got the potential to become stronger than me. Nah. You're my teacher when it comes to sword fighting. There's no way I can beat you. Hey, Sesrai. Why don't you stop being a mercenary? This isn't the life you should lead. If something happens to you, you're gonna make Tin sad. Come on, don't bring this up again. We've been fighting together all this time. And Tin's got nothing to do with it. Okay. But man, you don't age, do you? You look just the way you did when you started teaching me. You just don't notice it, that's all. You know, kids grow up faster than adults. Limray! I spotted the Valame army at the Seitan Hills, just ahead. Thanks. That's right, listen to me. From now on, it's gonna be nothing like we've been doing before, like being bodyguards. This is a real war, and we'll be fighting against professional soldiers. One careless move and you're dead. I'll teach you the basic rules that you should follow in battle. But if you know them already, there's no need for me to explain. What do you say? Can you tell me about them? Alright, first, when organizing your attack team, plan your strategy according to what kind of enemies there are. Think about how you'll move your team on the battlefield, and who will fight against which enemy as you place your team members. Once the battle begins, check each enemy's movement and attack range. In free cursor mode, move the cursor to a character and press the circle button to check the movement range and square button for attack range. You can also press the X button to see the character's status, such as equipment, coins, and skills. And while the character's status displayed, pressing the select button brings up a cursor. You can move that cursor and press X button to get more information on whatever you select. Also, there are many different types of enemies. Some may rush you, while others stay still until approached by your team member. It's very important to learn their characteristics as quickly as possible. You can ignore enemies who are standing still as long as your team doesn't go near them. If the battle becomes a mess and you can't tell which characters are your enemies, hold down the R1 button. That will highlight the enemies in red. To find out the order of the initiative, hold down the L1 button. Each character will be highlighted. Red means enemy, blue means your team member. In order, with a number telling you when that character's turn is. Next, when you defeat an enemy with an attack session, sometimes you'll get an item that the enemy had. You can get a weapon, armor, accessory, coin, or even a skill manual. It looks like you'll have more of a chance of getting an item if there's a large number of hits in the session. I heard that the type of item you get depends on the number of hits as well. If an enemy has something you want, use an attack session. But you need to keep in mind that it's extremely dangerous to be attacked while on standby for a session. Don't get too greedy, and choose the target of an attack session ahead of time. And finally, the battle ends when your commander of your attack team, right now it's you and me, is defeated. Be careful. Well, that's it. Can you repeat that? Gotcha. Thanks, Limerick. I think I got it. If you need more information, talk to my friend Alera in the tutorial. You can access it from the options menu. Alright, let's go take care of those Valamians. One, stir. Alright. So from here, there's a few things we can do. We can go to the town and shop. You get a lot of money. Everything's not too badly priced either, but it looks like everybody's got stuff equipped. You get a boomerang, a morning star. Apparently morning stars cure sleep. You can get armor. There's not much you can get for armor right now. You get some healing items. There's 100 HP. There's 50 HP. Wow. Alright. What did I drop to? It's blinding. Okay, that makes sense. You can sell stuff. Oh, the game died there. You got coin. Now, coin is a special type of shop. Coins are your magic in the game, and your magic's supposed to each have their own stats. Like, you'll notice there's two different versions of Garula, Gaiga, and such. He's at a cottage in Kingston area. Yeah, he's a loser. But, like, your max CP, MCP is like max CP, I think. CPC is how much it costs to use it. So this one has 30, so you can only use it once, and you'll have 10 MCP left, or 10 CP left. So casting points. So you have to wait 10 turns before you can cast it again. RC is wrap cost, so as you take actions in battle, your bar, you get a bar that fills up, and eventually you can't use that to do anything because it'll cost too much on the wrap bar. Range is how far you can cast. AoE is the size of the cast. I don't know what SR is. Maybe special something. And pot is potency, so how hard it hits. All of these are roughly the same potency to start with, except for Cure, which has a higher range and a higher potency, but that doesn't do damage, that heals your party. So we're not going to get any of these because, yeah. Seal. So you can get these various elemental seals. Now these are the elements in the game: fire, earth, force, ice, lightning, and wind. What you do with these is you buy them, and then you can use them to engrave on your various spell coins. When you do that, you can change the stats of your spells by increasing their potency, increasing their range, decreasing how much they cost to cast, stuff like that. And that's important for making your spell stronger, but you can also sometimes you just run the risk of increasing how much they cost as well, and decreasing their potency, so it can be a trade-off. If you want to recruit more characters, which this game has permadeath, we'll probably have to do this at some point. But yeah, you can dismiss people, you can hire people. Why do you have someone named Aisha? Why the fuck there's another person named Aisha? Eric, Gustin, Imelda, Kukuru, Christina, Keith, Kent, Chelsea, Nastasia, Natalia, Stuart, Barnes, Mathis, Michael, Lucasent. So, all these guys here have a different symbol beside their name. There's a reason for that. We'll talk about that in a moment, though. This is just information that I figured out while fucking around with the game, by the way, guys, so it's very basic. I will probably not understand a lot of it yet. So, each of your characters has a deity assigned to them. That's what the elemental symbol is there. So this guy, Sasori, he has a fire deity of Amu. You can swap to these three. I don't know what determines whether you can swap to these ones or not, but... So Emma is the Earth Guardian, Sunova is the Force Guardian, Zenith is the Water Guardian, or God, deity. Gote is the Lightning, and Cassius is the Wind. They each provide different benefits. So, for example, Amu. Yeah, since he's level 1 with Amu, he has Amu's Aid. I don't know what Amu's Aid does, it just says grants divine protection. But Lim right here, he starts off at level 3 with Zenith and level 2 with Gote, right? So he's already got some more skills, like he gets luck increased by 10%, dealer bonus money increases slightly, so like he gets some benefits there. EXP plus 10%, Gote's Aid. So that's pretty cool. Now all of your characters start at level 1 of their particular deity. Now, you can actually swap these deities at any point. The thing is, though, each deity has a benefit to the type of weapon and or armor that you equip. So, like Amu gives you a bonus to sword, but you get a decrease if you're using a bow or a Morning Star. And if you check status, it's just the status of your characters. So one thing I'm going to show you before we go on and actually start playing the game is... organize. This is where you equip all your stuff. Same general idea. But if you go into the options... in the House of Sessions. Welcome to the House of Sessions. I'm Sajiri, the director. You want me to explain how this place works? There are 10 rooms in the House of Sessions. If you clear a room, you can go to the next room, and you can go back to the rooms you've cleared in the past. You'll find me, Sajiri, in each room. To clear the room, you need to hit me with a 6-hit attack session. As you progress, you'll have to deal with other guys who's going to get in your way of performing the session, so watch out for them. Also, I'll provide the characters that you're going to use in battle. They may look like those characters in the story, but don't worry about it. You complete the House of Session and you get an item from me in the last room through attack session. If you need to learn about attack session, ask Alaire in the tutorial. Alright, so. Hey Faye, welcome! So this is an attack session. Also, this is your first view of the game. So as you can see, very FF Tactics-like. So we're gonna place Faz there. We're gonna drop Tin here, Elena, Lamray, Root Pearl, Romleth, and finally Alvine right there. We're gonna hit start. Proceed. Okay, so our objective is to do a 6-hit session with this. Now, session is a weird mechanic, but yeah. How it's going to work is we're just going to hit end with this character. We're not going to move them. We are just going to hit end and we're going to hit session. So session is a very odd system. Okay, so I want to make sure that this character takes their turn later, so I'm just going to hit the R button here and it's going to move it to right there. I want her to be before that long-haired dude. Anyway, so session, we're going to turn her to face the guy behind her. So this is Alaire. We're going to do the same with her. Select session. Have her go there. I don't need to move her because her turn's just putting her there anyway. And we're going to turn her to face the guy behind her as well. So we got Sasori. Sasori is going to do the same thing. We're going to select session. There you go. Lame Ray is going to do the same. There you go. Alright, and Root Pearl here is, again, going to session. I'm going to face him backwards. This guy doesn't need to do anything. We're going to hit session with him as well. Yes, and we're going to turn you this way. Alright, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to attack with this guy, but we're going to do something a little different. If you just want to attack him, you just select him, and this appears, and you can do a timed attack. But if you press triangle, it changes to shoot, and then you can knock him into this guy. And that's a session. So, I've tried doing a session in, not bad. Do you want to keep going? No. I've tried doing a session in just basic game play, like in the Trial of Towers when I was fucking around in there, and it is really hard to actually set that up. Alright, so there's something I want to do here. So here you can go here and learn about stuff. Like coin fames, like I said, that's your magic. It's just equipable magic. Right? You can carry 72 of them. But what I really want to do is this. The deities each have a religion, and as you can see, this is their attack wheel in this game, is the elemental space. Now, I don't know if it affects the weapon attacks against other people or if it just spells, but I'm actually going to take a picture of this to keep this weapon wheel up so I can remember it, because I'm used to like Fire Emblem having like axe, spear, and sword, whereas this has double that amount. So we're going to take that, and I am going to save image. Hoshigami attack wheel. Alright, hopefully that opens up. There it is. Alright. Put this over here. There we go. So I got a notepad open for this game as well. Alright. Let's go over here. So, this is about all I need from here, I think. Oh, yeah, so there is one thing I'm going to show you before I swap over to my other file. In the status menu here, so as you see, Sasori's level 1, he's got 182 HP. There's a whole bunch of stats there, which I'm not 100% certain what each of them affect, but basic ones like strength and defend, or strength and con seem to be your attack and defense and HP. Anyway, EXP is 0 out of 100. And that doesn't change. Every level you need 100 EXP, but the level of the enemies that you're fighting matters. So if you're a level 1 fighting a level 2, you'll get more EXP than if you're a level 2 fighting a level 1. Now, that's important because when you're trying to level up in this, I found it's better if like, because when you kill an enemy, you get more EXP than if you just attack the enemy. Though you get EXP when you attack as well. You get, like, usually between 5 and 10 EXP when you're attacking, depending on your levels, of course. And then, like, 20 when you kill an enemy. So what you want to do is, if you're at 90 EXP, and your attack's going to kill the enemy, unless you're a higher level, I would let someone else kill that enemy, because any EXP you get that goes over the total, like if you're at 95 out of 100 and you get 20 EXP, that's not going to boost you up to 15 EXP on the next level. You only get 5 EXP and then the rest is gone. So Dev, on the other hand, is towards your Guardian over here. Every time you get a Dev level with your Guardian, you go to your temple and you select Learn Skill. So in this case, when Sasori hits level 2 with Dev 2 with Amu, he would learn this skill. There's 16 levels apparently. And I'll show you more of that here in just a moment before we take our first break. Hey doofus! This game has a ton of mechanics. I don't understand all of them. But yeah. The data. I'm gonna go to load. So I messed around in the Tower of Trials a bit, and that's why I discovered that the game has permadeath and so on. Here's what we got. Sasori is currently not with the same god. We're with Zenith right now. Okay, so let me go to the temple and I'll show you what some of the skills are. So Sasori is currently level 3 with Amu, and then I swapped him to Zenith, where I'm going to get another point there, because I think they want you to try using multiple gods to get different skills in the game. I think that's kind of the desire they have. But at level 2, he learned counter. He has a 10% chance of a counter attack, which is cool. And then level 3 is physical damage decreases by 10%. So yeah. Oops. Limray here has learned that, but that's nothing really special. I've been using Chester as well. He's the same as that's right though. He's got Amu's level 3, and now he's working on Son of a. Krista is the other character I was using. She's got a bow. I've only had her on Gote here. I haven't actually swapped her. Trini is kind of like a thief. Again, he only has Kashish, but Kashish is here because you can dev plus 10%, which is not really all that much faster, given that you only get like 1 or 2 dev points anyway, but hey, maybe it might give you some more. Speed it up a little. Trish is my spellcaster. She is pretty damn powerful, actually. She absorbs 10% of the damage you inflict as health, which is pretty good. Lastly, this Ice Shot. Now, I swapped her from her first one over to Gote. Just for the EXP bonus, since she was going to be a bit behind, but I should have gone with Cassius because then, but that's fine. I think that's what I'll take her next anyway, because she's one of my boomerang user. Right now, Aisha's using a boomerang, Trish is using a ring, Shane's using a dagger, Krista's a bow, Chester's an axe, Lamray's also a boomerang, and Sasori's a spear. So, give me a quick moment here, guys. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and actually start the first level. I'm also going to move Bailey a bit up, because he's blocking the camera. Alright, don't go anywhere, guys. We got more Hoshigami for you.